Hey guys, and welcome back to Out of Office Energy. You're probably going to hear two kiddie winkles. I've got Ada laid on my knee with a bag of cookies, and they're empty, so she's probably going to be asking for more in a minute.
She's too cute right now. But yes, we are back again.
Tell a friend. Shady's back. Back again. You want more cookies?
But honestly, it feels like every episode lately is just life throwing something new at us.
Literally, I don't think we've had a calm week in... You want cookies?
Give us some goddamn cookies.
Let's get some cookies then. 2 minutes, guys, because she needs cookies now. Brilliant. Every time we come to record, does this girl want something new?
Well, I think Renee's may want some now as well.
It's good job I brought the full packet, guys. It's a good job. But no, literally, I don't think we've had a calm week in forever.
No, and I think this is why we do this podcast, because it's real life. It's not highlight reels.
Exactly. And today is definitely one of those honest chats, as always. And I feel like I need to start this one because last week and this week has been absolute freaking chaos. But not in a way people will probably think. I'm moving out, go on holiday in 2 weeks, and I'm planning a wedding all at once.
I'm going to say, by the way, that is chaos.
Oh, and Ada had an autism assessment. So yeah, it's just been crazy. And I've actually got a decorator in at minute because there were no way. I had a week. I couldn't have decorated that whole house in a week. Absolutely no chance. I thought, right, decorator's going in. And he's doing a splendid job in Charlotte.
He is. He's done a really good job. I'm going to be nicking him once I want to do mine up. But can I just say to everyone that's listening, this is standard Beth's behaviour. It's either she's all in or it's zero.
Oh yeah, everything just has to be done all at once. I'm not your normal type of gal. Yeah, so it's like, what am I on about here? Honestly, you've made my brain go all shambles, Charlotte.
Why is it my fault?
Honestly. Yeah, there's definitely no in between anyway. Decorators in. I need it freshly organised. And we're just juggling everything else that's going on in life. It is what it is, isn't it?
You just go with the flow.
And alongside that, obviously, I think I mentioned on the last podcast, Ada's autism assessment was coming up. And I went to her appointment last Thursday and we actually walked out with a diagnosis. She is autistic and it wasn't a shock for me because it's what I already knew, you know.
And I just want to say I'm very proud of you, like, genuinely, because I've seen how much you fought for answers and how you never gave up and you were constantly on their backs. And I think with you obviously being on their back like nearly every single day, I think that was one of the reasons why they pulled the fingers out of the arse.
Absolutely. No, thank you for that. And I think unless you've been through it, it's hard to explain. It's like you have that gut feeling as a mum and you just know, but getting the confirmation, it is a massive mix of emotions.
Yeah, and it's not just one of them feelings, is it?
Absolutely not. No, it's everything all at once. You know, there's relief because you finally have answers, but then you've also still got worry because, like, what does this mean for her future?
And then that's the perspective.
Protective. No, she's here again. No, I'm telling you now, I am buying that dictionary for her 30th birthday. She thinks I'm kidding. That's what she's getting wrapped up. She don't like flowers, so she's having a fucking dictionary. Yeah, I bought flowers the other day. Thanks for them, but I don't like flowers. All right, but just make sure you keep them alive.
I am actually.
Good girl.
They're alive. They're on my desk.
Good girl. No, and you go straight into it, don't you? Like, right, what do I need to do now mode kind of thing. And it's just a lot to take in. So for anyone who doesn't really know what the process looks like, for me and Ada, it actually took over a year to get a diagnosis. You know, we had a couple of meetings and someone actually came out. They didn't actually see her in nursery. They actually had a TAF meeting with me. And then after that, that's when we got the letter and text through with her appointment, because obviously Ada's been struggling with going to nursery as well. But even then, I didn't know if that was in your head. It's like, is this appointment really for a diagnosis or
I were
not?
real, because we were doing this podcast, weren't we? And we were sat in, you were like, is it the actual appointment where I'm going to get the diagnosis, or is it going to be another
yeah,
one, or is it going to be another setback?
On the letter, it says sometimes you might get the diagnosis,
Yeah.
or you might not. So I was still going into that appointment with the unknown, and it were emotional. They asked me a lot of questions, and I said to the woman, I was like, do you know what hurts for me is not being able to do like the things I would have been able to do with my sons, you know, like just sitting and playing with them. And then I said to her, obviously, I just feel like I'm going mad, like is it all in my head? And then that's when she stopped.
You doubt yourself, even though you know, deep down you know.
Yeah, and then I think that's when she stopped me and she went, we're not going to prolong it any longer. And that's when they give me a diagnosis, and I just burst out crying, you know. I don't know why I cried.
Oh, and by the way, I actually did make Beth laugh afterwards because she came to the car because I was sat in the car because Renesmee decided to do an explosive poo. So I sat in the car waiting for her, and you came to the car, didn't you? Yeah. You told me. And I'm sat in the car and I said to her, I know you don't like hugs, but would you like one?
At least you laughed. I did. And there's a bit of laugh when I got home, like do you want a love? Because I know you're not really a cuddly type of girl.
No, you're not though.
Just give me a cuddle.
Hey, no, you know what? And you also gave me a hug the other day. I forgot where we were. When we got your keys to you gave me a hug.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
I didn't even have to ask this time.
I'm getting better at it. But before all of that, we'd actually been to other appointments too, which she had to go for blood tests, and now we're waiting on speech and language and a sleep therapist, and she also had a hearing test as well. And obviously because she is only 3, I genuinely didn't know if they were going to diagnose her or not, you know, or if I were going to have to keep fighting for it. And I think that's the hardest part, the waiting and the not knowing, constantly questioning yourself. But when we finally got the diagnosis, deep down, I already knew, like, a mum just knows, don't they?
Yeah.
And I don't look at Ada any different at all. She's still my little girl. She's bright, she's funny, she's perfect exactly how she is. But at the same time, it does bring a lot of emotions, because as a parent, all you want is for your child to be happy and thriving. And she really is. But there's still that little part of me that worries about the future and what that's going to look like for her. I have high hopes, you know. I'm always going to be by your side.
Yeah, she's got you there, and you know
she's
going to smash it.
Yeah, of course she will. And if you are listening to this and you're going through something similar, or you think your child might be showing signs of autism but you don't know where to start, honestly, you're not alone in that feeling. You know, Charlotte's been through it, I've been through it, so we are only a message away. You know, we've both been there. We know how overwhelming it feels at the beginning, and we're always here to help as and when we can.
And I feel like this is where I relate so much, because obviously with Anna, but also with my youngest, obviously, as you know, Beth, I'm currently in the talks with the professionals to do with her as well. And like, my gut is telling me the same, like she could be autistic too. And as a mum, you know that, like, you can't always explain it, but you just have that feeling.
100%.
You just want the answers.
No, your gut never lies, does it?
No, and I know it's going to be a long journey ahead already. They probably think that she's just terrible too. But to me, it's not. And I know it's going to be a lot of appointments again, a lot of waiting, and just constantly fighting to be heard. But one thing about me, I'm not going to stop. I will fight for her, and like I did for Anna. I will always be her voice. I'll always make sure she gets everything that she needs.
And that's what makes you such an amazing mum.
Oh, stop it, you. But it's just, you don't have a choice. When it's your child, you just have to do whatever it takes.
Yeah, and then, on top of all that as well, we've had another setback in business.
Of course we have.
Why not throw that in as well?
Exactly. But there's always something.
Oh, absolutely. But again, we're always honest here. It hasn't been easy.
No, and I think people see business online and think it's just wins all the time.
But it's actually not. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes that people don't actually see.
No, and this one was more than just business. It was personal as well.
Oh, very personal. I do actually want to touch on that, because it's been a big part of everything, I think. You know, there was a situation with our old upline, Jess, and I'm not here to create drama, but I am here to speak my truth.
Always, but I think as well, we've been put off telling our side of the story, and I think it's time to actually speak the truth.
Oh yeah, the situation really, really rattled me. You know, it took like years, and I'd say about 10 years ago, maybe a little less. I were crackers, you know. I would always stand up for myself, but then I thought, you know what, I prefer peace, but this time round it was like, no, enough is enough now, something needs to be said.
Yeah.
And then to have it turn into something public that wasn't even accurate.
Yeah.
What she was saying were absolute bullshit.
No, she crossed the line.
That didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
You know, there was something said about me laughing at her. And I just want to make this very, very, very clear. I did not laugh at her. That's not who I am. I'm not a bully.
No, and obviously I know Beth very well, and she ain't a bully at all.
But what I am is a strong woman, and I will stand up for myself. And I think people need to understand there's only so much someone can take before they actually reach the limit.
Exactly.
And for me, it wasn't even just about that one situation. It was about how people are spoken to and whatever else happened. You know, I can't deal with people who speak to others badly, but then can't take it back when it's returned.
Oh, of course. Like, respect has to go both ways, does it not?
Exactly. And I think things were said to me about my business, about me as a person, and being told I wouldn't go anywhere and my business was shit and it weren't, you know, it was just rude. It was rude. But honestly, it fuels me to want to do better anyway.
Yeah. I think that's the same, because like that would light a fire in me, like if I was in your shoes.
Literally. But end of the day, I wish you well. Charlotte didn't.
I don't. As Cardi B would say, I wish you well in hell. Sorry, Jeff, but I do.
I actually genuinely wish you well. I have no. I just had to get some shit off my chest, but she's just not someone I personally align with or choose to have around me, and that's absolutely fine. You know, it's you live and you learn. You meet people for a reason, and it was just one of them situations that really rattled me. And obviously, I had a lot going on at the time. I probably shouldn't have raised my voice, and I do regret raising my voice, but the fact that them lies have been told, that's what...
It's been twisted to be something bigger than what it actually was.
Yeah, absolutely. And it didn't need to be like that. And I'm not into internet keyboard warrior shit. No. So and as far as I'm concerned, done, dusted. But I just needed to obviously get it off my chest and explain what the hell was going on with his business, because we have had to take a step back from obviously mentoring and stuff.
Once again.
And it's just a bit of a ball ache.
It's not that, it's the fact that it's not like we've done anything to jeopardise her new business.
Absolutely not.
And the fact that she's done it to ours and we've had to put it on hold yet again because of her and her spitting a dummy out and wanting to throw a tantrum and X, Y, and Z. That's not like women empowerment at all. Like, you're
absolutely
supposed
not.
to, even, like I said, look, Jess, if you do listen to this, I do wish you well in life. Like, you do you, let us do us. Like,
there's just no need to intervene and cause an issue. You know, I never laughed at anyone. Like, it's a shit situation.
And I won't go up to an email.
But to have your business taken and then to try and take somebody else's, it's just a bit bitter, I think.
And the fact that she emailed ours to get our
it's not a nice feeling at all. Not when we've paid to join this business and to build something for our families, so we can be stay-at-home mums. You know, it's just not nice at all.
Yeah.
And
obviously she even knew why we was doing this business.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's, like you said, you hit nail on head, women empowerment. You know, you don't bring others down, but when somebody's trying to tear you apart and try and ruin something that you had, like, no, it don't work like that. I left the business, as so did you.
Yeah.
We come back and then we've
thinking
got all
it was different.
Yeah, and it's not. It's the exact same, and it's just not something I want to involve myself in. You know, I have enough going on with me. You know what I mean? I'm a mum. I raised 3 children. I ain't got time for school ground behaviour. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I think that's the biggest thing we both learn from all of this is alignment anyways.
Yeah, not every opportunity is worth it if it costs you peace.
Oh, exactly. And your environment matters so much.
Massively.
But saying that, this setback has actually led us to something new.
Again. No, but it's actually really exciting.
Obviously, we're not going to give too much away just yet.
No, because it's still in the works. You know, we've got a lot of work to do. And Beth's moving house and we've got things in place that we want to sort out. But
and obviously your holiday as well.
Yes, we will be letting you all know what's going on too.
But I think like this new one that's coming up, I think because it's aligned with who we are as obviously a person, as a parent, as
it feels like us more than anything. Absolutely.
It actually, I feel like this new thing that we're going to be doing, this new business, is actually it's going to root us even, I think, closer.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely aligned with us.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I think
100%.
That's why we're so excited about it.
100%.
Which also brings us on to the podcast.
Ooh. Because this isn't just Out of Office Energy anymore.
We're officially rebranding this too.
Drum roll, please.
Was that a drum?
I don't know.
We should have got like a sound effect.
No.
We are going to work on this, guys, we promise. But we're currently working from my upside down living room because obviously I'm in the middle of decorating.
We have to start from somewhere. We're not
professional. Yeah, we do. No, but we are rebranding to
AJ Limitless Out of Office Energy. Because this is bigger than just a podcast. A podcast now. Gosh,
can't speak again. No, it's our journey, our brand, and everything we're building. And if you listen to the God, now you're making me not speak properly. Honestly, no. But if you listen to the last podcast, we actually did speak about AJ Limitless, didn't we? And why we wanted that name.
Yeah. And why obviously we made the business.
And now we wanted to bring that into this podcast as well, didn't we?
And I think if there's one thing to take from this episode,
is that life does get messy.
And I think we're messy too, but
we are not.
I'm joking. But you can be dealing with, obviously, with the kids, your emotions, your business, and everything all at once,
and still be moving forward,
even if it doesn't look like it or feel like it.
I feel like we're progressing now. You know, we had setbacks, but we're still manifesting. Yeah, we are. We are definitely manifesting. So yeah, a bit of a heavy one today,
but a real one.
And we'll always keep it real with you guys, as always.
100%, even if it might be a shit show, but we still keep it real.
If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to please share it. Message us, because we love hearing from you guys on what you want to hear next.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode of AJ Limitless Out of Office Energy.
Are you going to say bye, guys?
Bye, guys!